Okay, let's take a look at it and see if we can do it. I see y equals e to the x as a lower limit, and I see y equals 2 as an upper limit. And it's pretty easy to draw. I'm not saying I'm doing a great job drawing pictures, but sort of like this over here. And then I see this over here. And then I see the x starting at 0, and the x stopping at the natural log of 2. All right, and the natural log of 2. What does that mean? Oh, I got this over here. Let's just review that. The nice little region over here. This is going to be where y is equal to 2. And what's the x going to be there? It would be e squared. All right. And then we're going from 0 to natural log of 2. And the natural log of 2 would be e to the x equals 2. Well, I'm okay. I think I did it right there. All right, I want to look at the picture. And the picture, if it's given to me, is figure 29 on page 83. Yeah, did okay. So let's go to that. I mean, if I have to switch the limits around, I'll do okay there. Let me just think about it for a moment. And you got so y is 2. Oh, you know what? I made a mistake somewhere. I got to put that down. Look at it. It looks very strange to me. So if y is 2, I'm sorry. I made a mistake in writing something down over here. Just looks strange. What's going on there? All right. So again, if y is 2, I made a big mistake here. Let me correct this again. I gotta be more careful. This point here is going to be when x is 0, you're going to get e to the 0 is going to be 1. This point over here, I got to be more careful now. The x is 0, the y is 2. What's this point over here? I know the y is 2, so that means that this thing's going to be ln 2. Sorry about that. All right? So we're good to go. And it's really time in that, but anyway, let's see if we can integrate. And I'm kind of looking at it, and I'm going to try it. I'm just going to try this over here. And let's see if that works out. Let's write this down. E to the x, 2. I'm going to pull a 2 out, and I'm going to pull an x out. And I'm left off with y over ln y dy. Nah, it doesn't look good. I'm going to erase it. I'm going to switch it. Let's put that down. Equals 2xy ln y, and that's going to be dx dy. All right? So let's go along the x's now. We're going like this over here. And I'm going to say the x starts at 0, and then the x is going to start when y equals e to the x, or when x equals the natural log of y. All right, let's write that down. ln y. What's the y's going to do? Well, the y's are going to go from 1 up to 2. All right? Let's see if we can do that. Maybe that's going to be difficult too. Who knows? So what do you get? 0 ln y. Let's see, I'm doing dx now. So what comes out? The y comes out. The 2 comes out. And by the way, let me point out what we're doing over here. We're doing this over here. That's all we're doing. So again, the y comes out, the 2 comes out, and the ln y comes out. What are you left off with? X dx. So let's do that. And what do you get? You get 2y over ln y. I know I'm writing over my work over here. Just cross it out. Then you get x squared over 2. Limit integration from 0 to ln y. All right? So what happens here? So a 2 cancels. That's good news. And you're going to get y, ln y, and then you're going to get the natural log squared. So it's going to be natural log of y squared minus, well, if you plug a 0 in there, for the x, by the way, it's going to be 0. So I'm not too worried about that. Or what happens, this turns out to be pretty simple. It's ln y, because one of the factors of ln y cancels off, and a y. Let's write that down. And what do you get there? 1 to 2, y, ln y, dy, that's ln. All right, I think I'm okay. And I have to do this by integration by parts, all right? I'm gonna do it on the side though. And the reason I just say that do things in your head is not a good idea. Yes, I'm using an x instead of y over here. So I'm going to say u is equal to ln x, and dv is equal to x, I'm sorry, another mistake here. Let me cross it off. That's actually dx. And dv is going to be x dx. What's du going to be? 1 over x dx. What's dv going to be? Oh, I'm sorry, what's v going to be? It's going to be x squared over 2. All right, let's write that down. Again, I'm trying to find the antiderivative. So it's going to be uv, so it's going to be x squared over 2, ln x, minus v du. X squared over 2 times 1 over x dx. Well, you get x squared over 2 natural log of x minus, you definitely get a half. One of the x's cancel off, so what do you get? You get x. When you have to differentiate that, you get x squared over 2 plus some constant. I'm not worried about it. I think I'm ready to write it down now. And what am I going to do? I'll do that over here. All right, let's write this down. So what do you get? Equals y squared times the natural log of x. Let me put up I'm using this over here. You know what I said x, it's really y. I'm using letters, right? Minus x squared. I did it again. I probably should have used y before, right? So y squared over 4. Limits of integration go from 1 to 2. Let's keep moving, and let's write this down. So you're going to get 4 ln 2 minus 4 quarters, which is 1, minus, well, the lower limit is going to be 1 times the natural log of 1, so that's 0, and then minus 1 quarter. What do you get over here? Well, 4 ln 2 is going to be ln 2 to the 4th power. 2 times 2 is 4, 8, 16. Minus, well, let's see, minus 1 minus a minus quarter is minus 1 plus a quarter, so it's minus 3 quarters. I'm going to commit to that answer. Again, mistakes do happen. Let's see how we did. And I know I made a mistake here. How do I know I made a mistake? I'm looking at it. And where did that mistake come from? Oh, I see it now. Forgot the 2 over here. I got to get my eraser out. Erase this business over here. It's wrong. Not totally wrong, but it's wrong. And let me go for it. What do you get over here? Let's see, 4 divided by 2. I'm plugging in the 2, by the way, is 2. ln 2 minus 4 over 4, which is 1, minus, well, if you put a 1 there, you get 0, because the natural log of 1 is 0, minus 1 quarter. What does this give you? The natural log of 2 squared, which is 4, and then minus 1 plus a quarter is minus 3 quarters. I'm going to put a box in that. Hopefully I didn't make an error in this one. And am I able to get it? ln 4 minus 3 quarters. Yeah, we're doing okay. All right, sorry about that. We got what I expected to get. Thank you for paying attention.